One mountain-loving boy, aged just 8 and from Cumbria, is getting ready to climb to Everest Base Camp. Frankie McMillan has already completed all of the Wainwrights. There's 214 in case you've forgotten. He's as well done Mount Olympus in Greece.
Bear Grylls here. Just wanted to say thank you so much as you get ready for your trek to Everest Base Camp in Nepal.
My name is Frankie McMillan and I like mountains. Well, it all started once when my mum kept going up the mountains, but then I kept asking and one day she finally took me and I absolutely loved it. She really didn't think I would get all the way to the top and back, but she wasn't planning on bringing anything to carry me with either.
It was a long journey. From the very start, we just started walking in the Lake District, and Frankie loved it, and we climbed all the little mountains and the bigger mountains and then very big mountains, and this is what brought us here really, all these years of training. After climbing all the Lake District mountains, he took another challenge and climbed Mount Olympus, the highest mountain in Greece. And he set a record of being the youngest Brit to do that. And then I think what's next? Well, it's time to go and see Nepal. And of course, because we can't go to very top, we decided to go to Everest Base Camp. Frankie, what do you think? I know there will be a lot of, we will be passing loads of temples and there will be lots of culture involved. From what I saw on the pages when people go to base camp, they are being greeted with special blessings and scarves. So I sort of halfway expect this will happen, but I don't know much about this part of the trip at all. And I think it's good in a way because it will be a nice surprise. But we are expecting as well see the mountains, see wonderful culture, and we are really looking forward to it. So monasteries, temples, and Frankie wants to go to the monkey temple. There is actually in Kathmandu a temple where you have hundreds monkeys in it. So this is on the to-do list as well.
We're also going to visit a school. And my mum bought some crayon sets for them and some stickers, because like in Nepal they don't have much. We're thinking maybe we can teach them an English dance and they can teach us a Nepalese dance. We're raising money for Make-A-Wish Foundation, but the reason that is, well, Mount Everest has always been my dream. So with my dream, I want to help other people with their dreams.
In 2019, Josh Fessett was diagnosed with cancer at the age of just 16 years old. His wish was to sail with world-class sailor Ellen MacArthur.
I was diagnosed in the middle of my exams and ended up in hospital. None of my friends really knew what was going on. Ended up getting transferred to 3 hospitals within 2 days. Just had intensive chemo from there until eventually had an operation to remove the tumour.
So what cancer was it?
It was a malignant germ cell tumour.
And where was it in your body?
It was behind my lung, and it got big enough to collapse my lung. Towards the end of my treatment, I managed to eventually work out like what wishes they could grant and what opportunities they had for me. So I started working towards Ellen MacArthur because I wasn't really interested in the football side, but Ellen MacArthur was all about young people getting into sailing and getting out and about, meeting people, helping social skills and team bonding, as well as helping you learn new skills, get on with people and help discuss what you went through with other people that have gone through similar but might not be the same treatments.
I wonder about Frankie's nerves before going to Nepal. I've heard a lot about altitude sickness, and apparently there's some strange creatures up there too.
Well, I'm worried about the jumping spider because, like, I'm not really good with spiders and neither is my mum. But jumping, it could jump on your face, who knows?
How high can they jump, do you know?
Like 1 metre.
Wow.
Mm-hmm. They live very, very high up the mountains, so they survive colder temperatures and high altitude. Crikey. And there are some other endemic animals, Frankie? Are they? What other ones are there?
Himalayan owl, flying squirrel, frog with tusks, walking fish, and a sneezing monkey. Apparently their noses are upside down, so when it starts to rain, they just sneeze a lot. So during rain, they like to just go and keep.
That's what I do too.
Just my worries are like from getting altitude sickness.
So what can you do to prevent or
Well, there's
combat?
4 ways. 1, drink a lot. 2, rest a lot. 3, eat a lot. And 4, walk slowly. On the way back, you don't have to, because you don't have to acclimatise all of that stuff.
So what are you going to do on the way back?
Run down. Probably.
If I don't take him now, I probably won't take him when he's 18 or 25, because there is exactly the same chance for him to get symptoms of altitude sickness then and now. And physically he's ready for a trek. So if I bottled up now, if I chicken out now, I probably won't do it in 5 or 10 years. I just have to be strong and let him chase his dreams, and support him in it. And there will always be something as a mother you will be afraid of.
In 2022, Dr. Jason Whittle made the trek to Everest Base Camp. I spoke to him about altitude sickness to see what might be in store for Frankie and Basha on their journey.
It's a little bit scary. You get all the warnings before you go. Sort of, if you feel unwell, don't push it. It's not something that you can avoid. It doesn't correlate well with preparation or exercise. It can affect anyone of any age. In terms of my own experience, I actually started with symptoms on the way down, on the descent, which is less typical, but it is still possible. How it affected me wasn't really my breathing. It was more started with a sickness. I thought it was coming down with a sickness bug, which most people get when they're over there. So I thought, oh, here we go. I've caught something. And now, as the day went on, I started to feel very strange. It's really sluggish. I was lagging behind everyone. And then I started with quite a bad headache, and I guess the sort of type of altitude sickness I had was cerebral edema, so swelling on the brain. And we knew we were coming down to quite a big downward slope where we would drop something like 600 or 700 metres quite quickly. So the plan was, right, we'll get down there as quickly as we can, and if I don't feel any better, then maybe it's time to seek help. And fortunately, as I came down, it was like a light switch. I went from feeling just terrible to completely normal. So yeah, it was frightening at the time, but it worked out okay. Yeah.
There's never actually the day when I have to push him to go up the mountains. My job was to support him in these choices he has made and this love to mountains, and we even moved to the Lake District to help him with that, so he could train and he could prepare and he could do more and more and more. So yes, we are now here, and I'm sure that as soon as we get to the bottom, or halfway up Everest to the base camp, he will look up and he will say, okay, can we go there now?
Frankie, what on earth are you doing?
I'm working out, can't you tell? It's very serious,